Hello, my people. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for joining me on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ujola from Mindset Transformation Africa. So, on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift, I want to talk about our attitudes to other people. I just want to give us some, we just talk, all right? I will just pick 1 or 2 points, especially about how we make other people look in embarrassing moments. How we make other people look in embarrassing moments. People that are close to me knows that I can make jest of you, right? For real, I can really, if I'm onto you and we are in a lighter mode, not because I want to be sinister. If I want to hurt you with words, I also know how to do those. But most times, if we are having fun and I just want to really yab you, as we call it in this part of the world, I really want to make jest of you, make a joke out of you, I can also do that. Basically in a lighter mode, right? So that we all laugh about it and you might knock my head around and all that, but I have a grace for that too. And I also know that my words carry power, all right? Words that are not in season, that I've spoken, that I personally have spoken out of season. I've gone a long way to hurt people. Sometimes I do it intentionally, sometimes it's not intentional. When it is intentional, I don't apologize because that's what I want to do. But when it is not intentional, I tend to go back and say, sorry, I don't mean it that way. I thought we are having fun, but it's rubbed off for you the wrong way. And we move out of it. Some people, we cannot move out of it. Some we move and we become better for it. So that said, that means I have 1 or 2 experiences about public image of other people. We all do bad things. Like I just said, we all do some embarrassing things. Maybe you are in a friend's birthday party and in the thick of the silence, maybe you farted, all right? Everything just came out of your ass like that. And everybody laughed about it, but you felt embarrassed and all that. Many of us have done irritable things. Some things are done because we don't know what we are doing, but some are done because we thought we know what we are doing and we end up looking embarrassed, all right? So we all, as humans, we are not free from embarrassing moments. So no, don't come here and think it only happened to you, and don't come here and think it has never happened to you. It's happened to the best of us, and it's happened to the worst of us, because who are we? We are humans. That's what we do. We make mistakes, we mess up, and we get up and we move on. We all do stupid things from time to time. That's a guarantee. That's all I'm saying. We all do stupid things from time to time. Some stupid things we know about. Some become the topic of conversation at a later date. Maybe when we are older, we start talking about it. And some we just get by without anyone noticing. Oh, we love those ones, don't we? That when we mess up, nobody knows. We just look around and we see that, okay, I've slipped, I've fallen down on the major road. Nobody sees me. Let me just move and all that. All right, of course. See, it's one thing to do stupid things in private, but it's altogether different when those stupid things that we do happen in public, in the eyes of hundreds, some couple of 50, some couple of thousand of people. The embarrassment gets magnified because of the eyeballs in the room. The eyeballs in the room is directly proportional to the embarrassment you feel. So we all do stupid things is the bottom line, but we prefer to do stupid things privately than publicly. Nevertheless, if it happens to us, it's okay. But when it happened to other people, is exactly why this podcast, this particular daily mind shift is all about. When it happens to other people, what we do about that is very key here. When things happen to other people, what we do about that is key. For example, if you're in a birthday party and someone did something embarrassing, I can't think of one right now. The only one that is in my head is maybe that person farted loudly in the moment of silence. The person farted loudly. The first thing that can happen is for you to ignore. Sometimes we can't ignore that thing. Me, I might burst out laughing. Sorry, I might, but but I might not also. It depends on what is happening to me at that moment. So maybe that person farted loudly in a birthday party. First, we might try to do a poker face and look as if we don't hear it, we did not hear, we did not even know who did it, we just muted, but that doesn't always work, First, we pretend we didn't hear or see it. It doesn't work well because our body language shows. Our face will show that I heard something and I'm trying not to show that I heard or see something. I saw something just now, but I'm pretending not to. But our body language will give us away, all right? So another way is that we can engage in eye contact. We see that person, we just bring a smile and we nod that, okay, it happens to the best and the worst of us. So don't feel embarrassed. It could have been me. That's another way you look at that person, but eyeball to eyeball contact. You have eye contact with that person and then you smile a little, not laugh sinisterly. You smile a little and you just give a nod to show acknowledgement that I understand what just happened and I feel you. It's you extend empathy to that, at least sympathy to that person, and you move on as if nothing happened. Like in 5-10 seconds, you're done with that. You don't overflog it, you just smile, you move on. That's another way to deal with this embarrassing moment for another person. Another third way is to bring attention to that thing. Is to say, whoa, Mike just farted publicly. What the hell is this? And you bring attention to that person. That's another third way to handle it. The first one is to try to behave as if nothing happened. We don't always succeed in that. The next one is to know that something happened, acknowledge it in a way, smile to that person and just move on. And the third one is bringing attention to that embarrassment, bringing attention to that mess up. So by doing that, which is the third one, is what I will advise against, that we don't do. I will recommend the second and I will advise against the third, because your attempt to make someone look bad in public makes you look worse. Your attempt to make someone look bad in public makes you look worse. So you need to understand that there is a boomerang effect to this. There is a karma to this. The more you're trying to embarrass someone is already feeling the embarrassment. You are now bringing spotlight on that. The more the spotlight will reflect back to you. You think you are catching fun, but people will see you as an asshole. People will see you as a screw up. People will not like you. You become a zero in that particular moment. A relationship that should have budded, you might have even spin that situation to bond with the person that is feeling embarrassed, but you mess it up because you are trying to bring attention to someone else's fault. You're trying to bring attention to someone else's screw-ups. You're trying to become a hero in quote, but eventually you become a zero because nobody likes that. It can happen to anybody. Now people will tag you as an asshole. So it's very important for you to know that your attempt to make someone look bad in public makes you look worse. So whenever something embarrassing happens to anybody, whether it is private or public, whether you are privy to it or maybe someone gossip to you about it, can you extend a little empathy? Practice a little empathy and make a big difference in another person's life. When you screw up, and you will, how will you like others to respond to you? All right, think about it. When others make mistake, how will you respond to it? That's the daily mind shift I want you to have today, and I will recommend that you practice a little empathy. Thank you for listening to me on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.